家好，我今天要介绍的是 Discovery 的人类基因解码。这个影片呢，大家说的是就将我们感兴趣的长生不老的带入 DNA 的解码。那我们现在来看一下影片吧。
It's a medical revolution. We're on the cusp of unleashing long-hidden secrets buried deep in our DNA. This is the ultimate genetic crystal ball.
DNA sequencing, it's a profound game changer.
Visionary technology now promises to end deadly diseases and gives us the key to immortality itself.
We knew that there was a way to intervene with aging at the genetic level.
DNA can absolutely help feed and heal this world across the board.
Spectacular new discoveries are revealing the true power of our genes. This is DNA, the next wave.
新的名词，这个名词呢，我们是先利用有关于基因的罕见疾病呢，用这些实例来介绍这个新的名词，叫做基因地序。那什么是基因地序呢？让我们继续看下去。
Joe and Retta Beery are parents to twins who both suffer from a devastating medical condition they've had since birth. For over a decade, doctors are unable to understand the cause of their crippling mystery illness.
Stay with me. We had no idea what was going on.
It was a life or death situation. Her arms would be stuck, glued to her chest. Her eyes would roll to the back of her head. Noah threw up every day of his life, and it was very difficult for us as a family.
Unknown to the family, Alexis and Noah share a rare and dangerous condition locked inside their genes. With healthcare running into millions of dollars and no successful diagnosis from the doctors, the Beery family are running out of options.
In addition to the L-DOPA, possible that her...
Can the larger scientific community offer Alexis and Noah new hope? A pioneering technology is radically transforming healthcare and offers help to those suffering from mystery illnesses around the world. It's called DNA sequencing.
接下来的主题呢，即将正式进入长生不老。曾润台博士他在这方面经过科学研究，提出了一个新的名词，就是抗老基因虫。这些抗老基因虫是什么呢？就是这些特定的基因表现会与老化有非常相关的关系，而且不仅如此。接下来也会发现，老化其实与粒线体息息相关。接下来就让我们来看这段 VCR 吧。
As we consider the implications of this new wave of DNA technology, science is tempting us with the promise of another medical breakthrough. Superhuman life. A race to a new genetic frontier has started. Scientists are finding innovative approaches to gene expression profiling.
Gene expression in science is how a gene functions. When you activate a gene, it will make a protein. Gene expression is related to whether that particular gene is activated or inactivated, if you will, to make less protein.
Academic institutions and privately funded labs are harnessing the huge potential of this science.
The human genome is the book of life, and we have finally been able to understand what is written in this book of life.
And these breakthroughs are powering us towards a once impossible goal, identifying the sources of aging.
What we are trying to see now is whether we can actually slow down the aging process in such a way so that these age-related diseases don't happen early on. We are trying to delay the onset of these diseases as much as possible.
Meet Dr. Joseph Chang. As a chief scientist of a privately funded lab, he's dedicated his life to nutritional intervention for the war on aging.
I experienced in my lifetime the death of my father about 3 years ago. He never had a good quality of life for 10 years before his death. And I began to wonder, can a person maintain an optimal quality of life throughout his or her lifespan?
In these commercial labs, Dr. Chang is searching for a way his company can restore our bodies to a more youthful setting.
Through our scientific studies and to our research, we are beginning to understand there are certain groups of genes that are very important in aging. Instead of just talking about groups of genes, we thought by coining a term such as youth gene clusters, it would give a better definition of what we're trying to do in our research.
接下来呢，即将会提到一个新的名词——粒线体。粒线体是什么呢？其实，粒线体是细胞内产生能量的地方。为了让普罗大众更了解粒线体到底是什么 ，Discover 利用一个比喻，就是粒线体就像是细胞内的电池，而且这个电池呢，如果没电，就会产生老化的现象。因此，是否我们今天只要把粒线体充了电，就能让我们人体返回以前年轻的样子呢 ？Discover 利用这个问题来告诉大家，到底粒线体和老化有什么关系？
He becomes interested in youth gene clusters related to mitochondria, tiny structures in our cells. These are miniature motors that fuel our bodies, maintaining our energy levels from cradle to grave.
Yeah, the mitochondria, like the battery, does drain over time. If we don't recharge the mitochondria battery, we won't have the energy needed to run the cell. And if the mitochondria doesn't function optimally, then these early signs of aging begin to appear.
朱家石博士利用冬虫夏草重新设定基因，发现冬虫夏草缩短了恢复期及增进心血管功能。服用后提升耐力与新陈代谢，不易疲劳。中间提及冬虫夏草的取得方式与地点 ，Discovery 用画面重现取得冬虫夏草的情况，让观众有如身临其境。
On the other side of the world, partnering with Dr. Chang at a sister lab is Dr. Josh Zhu. He's using his knowledge of the natural world to battle aging with the most unusual of ingredients. The scientist believes that he is getting close to discovering the key to resetting mitochondrial gene expression with the help of a fungus called Cordyceps sinensis.
Cordyceps sinensis is a fungal product, a natural product. It's just similar to any kind of a mushroom.
But this is no ordinary fungus. In the wild, it grows on the heads of live caterpillars from a range of remote mountains in Tibet.
将与人类基因相似的猕猴分成两组做实验，来观察饮食控制是否真的影响寿命。20年后发现，节食的猕猴寿命增加28%。他们利用基因晶片进行研究，他们在寻找那些养分能够模仿限制热量摄取的正面效果，但又不实际摄取热量。实验中发现这种化合物来自于红酒中，叫做白藜芦醇。结束。
In 1989, 76 healthy rhesus monkeys were divided into two groups. One group was allowed to eat freely, while the other was put on a ration diet. The results of his research have been published in prestigious scientific journals.
We gradually restricted the ones assigned to the caloric restriction group by 10% of the caloric intake for the first month, another 10% for the second month, and the third month began the final level of a 30% lowering of calorie intake.
This scientific research was without guarantee of any significant results. But Dr. Weindruck persisted.
Rhesus monkeys can live up to 40 years. That's a long, long time to wait to get a result for an experiment.
But Dr. Weindruck and his team were determined to better understand the benefits of caloric restriction. Over the years, they monitored the monkeys and reviewed changes in health and signs of aging. After 2 decades of research, the results are stunning. The diet-controlled monkeys are healthier and living up to 20% longer. Results show that the caloric-restricted monkeys have an astonishing 3-fold decrease in age-related diseases. It's through gene expression profiling that scientists can determine how caloric restriction has improved the primate's aging.
The effects of caloric restriction are clearly dramatic. Finding that these effects occur in primates and therefore most likely also occur in humans is really a major breakthrough.
DNA 研究呢，跨入了不同的领域，而这些我们可以透过这些 DNA， 就是利用基因检测呢，使得犯罪的没有犯罪的罪犯获得清白。耶！
Testing DNA evidence has become supremely important, especially when there are men who may be factually innocent and sitting on death row right now.
The DNA is collected, tested, and profiled. The results are all consistent. Herman is innocent.
The outcome of Herman's case after the testing proved conclusively that he was not the perpetrator. His reaction was part shock, part unbelievable joy. I think it was something that he waited for 12 long years. He was just so glad that DNA testing had progressed to the point where it could prove he was wrongfully convicted.
影片中间呢有对于线虫的研究，发现呢有另外一个影响老化现象的基因叫 DEF16。那此基因突变之后，使线虫的生命延长6倍。那重新呼应了 DNA 与长生不老的主题。最后呢，影片以我们发现基因不能决定我们人类的命运，未来希望就 DNA 定序作为强而有力的结尾。让我们看一下影片。
Technology is riding a wave of new genetic applications led by sequencing, which is changing the way we look at ourselves and the world around us. There's still so much more to uncover. Scientists have only just begun to rediscover that parts of our DNA once deemed junk or not containing instructions for proteins may actually hold key clues to how cells, tissues, and organs behave. The frontiers of genetic science could be rewritten. But for now, through genetic mapping, we are opening up a safer world where we can live healthier lives and cure illnesses that were once deadly.
DNA sequencing is being used to solve real-world problems today.
As we map out our future, we are now discovering genes do not govern our fate. The future is DNA.